complaining about it being hot.
Several of the players?
People to stop coming here.
Okay, that's an idea. Once we,
why are we on the screen?
I don't know, but once we are on the screen, you need to, because that's not even close to centered. No, it's not muted.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
So we're having to use a different computer today because my computer decided it didn't want to do anything. So give me just a second. There you go. How's that?
Close enough.
Ta-da! Aliens. You can start reading because it's Aliens #1 from Marvel Comics.
Okay, so just in case you're keeping count, this is the second Alien #1 for 2023 from Marvel. When you have #1s of the same book in the same year, I think you've got a problem. Everyone will hear you scream. In deep space spins a world infected by the universe's greatest killers. Most people, sane people, would construct a barrier thicker than the hulls of 10 Nostromos and leave it to rot. But where most people see a death trap, Weyland-Yutani Corporation sees the biggest payout in the history of civilization. I don't have the mouse to move this. And if it cost a few human lives to secure, those come cheap here. Corporate corruption, personal betrayals, and extraordinary violence. Declan Shalvey and Andrea Brocado's next and greatest alien story starts here.
Okay.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
We are so great at this.
Okay.
Hey, look, it's an Ashcan preview, but I bet we have a description for it.
We do. Animal Pound. From the publisher of Slaughterhouse-5, the graphic novel, comes a bold reimagining of George Orwell's timeless masterpiece by two award-winning creators working together for the first time. Visionary writer Tom King and acclaimed artist Peter Gross invite readers to experience a modern allegory inspired by Animal Farm. Don't miss out on this exclusive Ashcan, strictly limited to its initial print run and never to be printed again, of the series everyone will be talking about for years to come.
And there is a 1 per store unlockable variant, which is a full art of the Animal Pound cover by Peter Gross. Antarctica is on issue 5. Uncanny Avengers is on issue #4. And we are a little behind on the camera there. A lot behind. Did the camera just die?
Oh, there we go.
We also have a Rob Liefeld variant cover.
Okay, that moved better.
And we have Matteo Scalero. It's very fuzzy. Detective Comics is on issue number 1077. And we have a Christian Ward variant. Maybe. There it is. Batman and Robin is on issue number 3. That's Simone DeMio with the main cover, and this is David Finch. And we have a Kyle New. And I'm sorry, you guys, that they're so fuzzy. We have Robin McFarlane Toys action figure variant. Wow, that is really, really bad. Maybe we should like flash it by so that it's big game. This is the end of big game. And we have black and white of the Pepe Larraz. And we also have a Dyke Ruan.
This has been a really good series, folks. It helps if you know something about the Millarverse and all the other books.
And I enjoyed this series a lot.
And I wish there was more of a explanation of who some of the people are, because there's some that I don't know. But all in all, I've not read number 5 yet, but I've actually read up through 4, and it is really good. I recommend it highly.
I haven't read 5 yet. I don't know how it ends. But Black Panther is on issue 6, and we have Stephanie Hahn's Knight's End variant. Blade is on issue 5.
I like that Moon Knight's variant.
Cap Wolf and the Howling Commandos is on issue 2. A lot of the Marvel books this week have the Marvels now showing in theaters. And we were just discussing the fact that apparently it bombed, the lowest grossing of all Marvel movies. It's good, guys. We saw it. We enjoyed it. Go see it.
It's really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, there's no tie-ins to stuff. And I think that's the biggest problem with Marvel right now is it's all just standalone movies for the most part, except for the last minute of the movie and then the after credit scene. Both of which promo things to come, but it was really good. I mean, really solid acting, great effects. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. The Cashians from Scout Comics. It's a nonstop.
Stray cat Felix leads a happy life skimming milk from his human friend Rose's convenience store until the local protection racket turns violent. To save Rose's life, Felix breaks his vow and shares an ancient secret. Unfortunately, Rose uses her newfound knowledge to mix revenge and forbidden magic, unleashing a monstrous abomination that forces the mysterious Council of Cats to launch a global quest for the relics of the divine great cat. I don't know. When the ash can for this came out quite some time ago, it had what I think was a better description. Unfortunately, I couldn't find it, but I'm looking forward to reading this and seeing how it is. Mm-hmm. I wish it wasn't a nonstop.
This is on my pick. This is on my picks. It is, which means that this book will come out, and then next will be the entire graphic novel.
3 or 4 months, they'll have the entire graphic novel. There won't be any subsequent issues. So it's kind of like a trailer.
The Cull, issue 4. And we have a Chula-Lotte variant.
This is also a really good series.
Solid series.
I haven't read number 4 yet, but up to number 3, it's been really good.
Danger Street is on number 11 of 12, not number 1, like it says on the back. Yeah, it definitely says number 1. Daredevil, issue number 3. Joshua Cassara. And the Knight's End variant is by Dustin Nguyen. I hate that they're so fuzzy, guys. They're cool art. It's cool looking.
Well, they have to come and see it. If they want to see it not fuzzy, then they have
Deadpool.
Have to wear their glasses and come in and see it.
7 Slaughters number 1 from Marvel Comics.
7 kills in 7 days. Welcome to a week in the life of Wade Wilson, the best mercenary Marvel's ever had. Just ask him. From facing off with rival killers to top secret assassinations, Deadpool has a lot of work to do in this blood-soaked, oversized issue full of fan-favorite creators past and future. This is, I didn't realize that this is a one-shot.
That's a Mr. Gresson variant.
I like those. Those are fun.
And it's another number 1. This one's from Image Comics. It's The Deviant.
As snow falls over Milwaukee in 1972, a blood-stained Santa Claus commits unimaginable atrocities against young men. 50 years later, a troubled young writer interviews this so-called deviant killer who still maintains his innocence from behind bars. And as Christmas approaches once again, the past returns wielding a sharpened axe. Eisner Award-winning writer James Tynion IV and acclaimed artist Joshua Hickson unite for a pitch-black holiday horror story. And we have a trailer for this. Here we go.
That's fast.
Sorry about that. That ended a bit quicker than I expected. There we go. Anyway, it's James Tynion, so I am definitely looking forward to it. And
I like the covers. I like the cutout.
You can't tell.
I collect Santa Claus.
That's a die cut cover.
So, there's Santa's on the cover. Craziest things. Door to Door, Night by Night, number 7. Dune, House Harkonnen. And then it's another number 1. This one's from IDW Publications. That's right. It's Dungeons and Dragons Fortune Finder.
In the city of Sigil, an amnesiac hero known as Finder tries to uncover who they are and why they're being chased by planar beings intent on capturing them, or worse. But as their tumultuous journey unfolds, they discover that their fate is tied to grand forces that dictate reality itself throughout the planes. A shocking surprise lurks around the corner. A shocking surprise lurks around every corner in Fortune Finder, a miniseries inspired by the new Dungeons & Dragons sourcebook, Planescape: Adventures in the Multiverse.
Now I will give it to you. I was trying to set it down over here so you could read and not be disrupted by it.
It's gonna be a long video, folks.
Dutch, number 0 from Image Comics. That's right. It's another number 0.
From the combustible creative team of Joe Casey and Nathan Fox, the original Dutch is back. It's been 30 years since he served as the ultimate superhero soldier. Now his new life is shattered by an old enemy from the past. Will Dutch answer this newest call to action? And coming next year, the mayhem continues in the all-new Dutch number 1.
So this is like the rehashing of...
I'm not completely sure. Dutch, if you aren't old enough to remember, was one of Rob Liefeld, I believe. It was him. One of his early Image creations back in the 90s. Why they're dusting it off, God only knows. But Earth Divers
is on issue number 12. And we have a David G. Felice variant cover. Fantastic Four is on issue number 13, and Alex Ross did the A cover. And the Night's End variant is by Alex Maleev. Or Maleev?
I've always said Maleev. Don't know which one's right.
Martin Coscolo. That's not spelled right, is it? Yeah, that's Cocolo. Is the 2023 Stormbreakers full art variant. Maybe.
The computer apparently really likes the cover before that. Okay, then. We'll just look at that for a little while longer. Oh, there it goes.
There it goes. It's a nice cover. I like it.
It's a very nice cover.
Fish flies. Why do I always say fish flies? Every single time. Fish Flies from Image Comics is on issue number 3 of the 7-issue series. And the Andrea Sorrentino cover came with printer damage, which is very apparent.
The book is by Jeff Lemire, so it is obviously good. I'm just hoping this is the issue where it begins to make sense.
Under special order, The Forged is on issue 6.
You put that right in the camera.
Okay. I had them separated out. Hang on just a second. So we have new G.I. Joe.
Were we skipping Geiger? Do we call that something else this week?
G.I.
There There are no dots in G.I. Joe. Okay.
Yes, there are. G.I.
Which one's that?
This is 301.
G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, number 301. A new era for the G.I. Joes starts here, but one Joe won't survive this issue. The legendary Larry Hama is joined by new series artist Chris Moneyham and cover artist Andy Cooper to continue one of the longest-running titles in comics history. This picks up where the previous IDW series ended at number 300.
And then we have G.I. Joe number 1.
The Hama Cut. Celebrate the return of G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, with the definitive edition of its historic first issue. This issue restores Larry Hama's original unedited dialogue, which has never before seen print.
Apparently, the editors changed his dialogue.
Without him knowing.
Which then made him seem like a hardcore.
I'm not
when
sure.
Future things happened and he said, no, this is the way it's supposed to happen. There's a letter in the front. You'll have to come in and read the letter. He sends a letter explaining how excited he is that they have published it in his original intention. Geiger, Ground Zero, a new number 1 from Image Comics.
Really?
The saga of the unnamed continues. Jeff Johns and Gary Frank return to the apocalyptic world of Geiger for a special explosive 2-issue origin epic. What happened to Tariq Geiger in the days after the nuclear bombs first dropped? How did mankind survive the unknown war? Who is this mysterious Russian scientist, Dr. Molotov, and why is he hunting Geiger? And how does this tie all the way back to the American Revolution? Get ready to find out. Put on your hazmat suit and find out. Okay. Genesis 2, number 2. And then it's time for a new number 1 from Scout Comics called Ghosts on the Water.
In Maori culture, water is life and death. Watch how Mad Mac grows to power so that he may find the brother he lost to that water and the secrets hiding behind the storms. Join a crew for adventure on the South Pacific Ocean fraught with love, mystery, and doom. Look to the horizon and the ghosts on the water.
However, you're right. G.I. Joe should have come next. Ghost Rider. It's on issue number 20. The Knight's End variant is by Paul Aztec. And we have our first of the Heritage variants. This one's by Roy Boney. God Fell from Nathan Gooden is on issue number 5. And it's a special double issue because I think they crammed the ending in here.
This wraps it all up. Yep.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be a 5 and 6, and they made it a special double-sized issue. Godzilla Rivals, our new one-shot from IDW. Dino one-shot is versus Mecha Godzilla. So there's your... We do still have some of the stuffed Godzillas left, I think. Don't we have a couple?
I think we do.
Green Lantern. He's on issue 5. It's the Rage of the Red. Doc Shaner. And Mike Diodato. A Haunted Girl is on issue 2. I finally read issue 1, and I am really curious to see what happens. Did you read number 1 of this one?
Mm-hmm. I really like number 1.
Curious to find out what happens, right?
Mm-hmm. And if you haven't read it and pick it up, make sure you read the letter at the end from the writer who explains somewhat of where it came from.
Yes. Paulo Villanova. That is true. You do need to sort of get the idea of what.
Yep.
Hexagon Bridge is on issue 3. You know, I feel like we say this a lot, but you need to read this book.
Hexagon Bridge is really, really good. I mean, I'm still waiting for Meat, but I'm really enjoying what I've read so far, even though I still want more meat.
Second printing of Iron Man, Invincible Iron Man number 10, with the beautiful wedding dress on there, which of course she can't get married as Emma Frost, so it really shouldn't be Emma Frost in the wedding dress, because Emma Frost is in hiding like the rest of the X-Men. Hey, Philadelphia! Guys, if you didn't know, Spawn is making a special appearance in Philadelphia number 31.
Actually, he'll be in this entire storyline, starting here in number 31, as will Savage Dragon at some point, and another Image character. I can't remember who.
But this right here has got to be, I mean, that's cool. The werewolves and Spawn hanging out. This has got to be the creepiest J-Lee cover.
And the J-Lee cover is also my cover pick for this week. That is just a really, really super. I love J-Lee artwork anyway, so this is just a really, really super fun and super creepy.
A mouth with tentacles coming out of Spawn's stomach.
Super, super creepy cover.
Oh, wait, there's one more. There's the black and white, which looks really cool. You can really see the skulls. Much more than you can in the regular cover. I mean, I guess you can see them, but
yeah, they sort of, for some reason, it stands out more.
They stand out much more in the black and white. All right, it's time for Lipstick Clicker, a new number 1 from Scout Comics. Lipstick Clicker is a fierce, all-female gang of shape-shifting vampire colas led by the fearless Marissa, who expertly wields her trademark razor whip. Marissa's most trusted and twisted cohorts are hard as nails Lil Snap and the towering Amazonian Daya. Marissa and her gang hail from the barrio of East LA, where they fight to protect their home turf from rival supernatural gangs like the Chamberlains and Killtown. Combining horror, action, and street culture, Lipstick Clicker is from X-Posse, who delivered the hit underground series Night of the Cadillacs.
And that was Cholas, not Colas.
Cholas?
Cholas.
Okay.
CH makes a ch sound.
Not always. Not always. Whatever. Looney Tunes! And then it's time for another new number 1. This one's from Boom Studios, folks. It's Lotus Land.
In a Vancouver of the future, painted with ultra-modern decay, a groundbreaking advancement in technology promises an end to entropy itself. But when an attack on this mysterious keeper program threatens the lives of everyone tied to it, retired police detective Benny Strickman is called to investigate one last case. Eisner-winning and Harvey-nominated writer and director Darcy Van Poelgeest is joined by rising star artist Caio Felipe for this timely and thought-provoking look into the human condition, set in a dystopia that's as grounded as it is metaphysical. Sorry, if my last name was Poelgeest, and I'm guessing that's how you would say it, I would just have changed it to Poltergeist.
I think it's Polgeist.
Isn't that what I said?
I don't know.
Poelgeest. I have no idea. I'd still change it to Poltergeist.
Ciao, Felipe says, hey, no. Okay, it's Lovecraft, The Call of Cthulhu. It's a one-shot from Zenoscope. H.P. Lovecraft is regarded as the greatest horror writer of all time. His works are filled with terrifying stories and horrible monsters, fictional fantasies so frightening the mind can barely fathom them. Or so they seemed. Lovecraft's legacy and the terrible dreams that birthed his stories have been passed down to his great-grandson, and he is quickly learning that the monsters are all too real. And this was my cover pick of the week. Didn't get all the way on the screen there.
That is a really nice cover.
She's cute.
And just real quick, we jumped over the trailer for Lotus Land, so let's take a look at that real quick.
Correct. Otis Land. That looks really good. The Madness is on issue 4 of 6.
I finally read number 2 of this. Man, is it good. Really, really good.
We also have a Daniel Otrachki punk rock homage. The hip hop variants did so well, they decided they would go with punk rock. And then it's time for the Ministry of Compliance from IDW. This is one of my picks for this week that I'm excited to try. Not because I know it's a great story, but because I'm interested to try it out. The description sounds really good, and I will read the description to you right now. Eisner Award-nominated comic book writer John Ridley delivers a bold new vision of science fiction with the Ministry of Compliance. 37 years ago, Earth was secretly invaded by an alien force known as the Devolution, and they have been shaping the direction humanity has been going in ever since to prepare us to be assimilated into their empire. The Devolution has 13 ministries, each responsible for manipulating a different aspect of human life. The Ministry of Compliance, the most feared of all the ministries, led by the fierce Abigail Senna, makes sure all the ministries stay in line and remain focused on the Devolution's mission. As it appears the ministry's mission is on the verge of being completed and Earth will be assimilated, things begin to go terribly wrong, and a conspiracy among the ministries breaks out that Abigail must deal with head-on. The beginning of comics' next sci-fi epic in this oversized debut issue from John Ridley and acclaimed artist Stefano Raphael.
Definitely sounds interesting. I'm not really sure. It could be a horrible cluster, but I'm curious to find out.
The Oddly Pedestrian Life of Christopher Chaos is on issue number 5. I had another customer agree with me on this series that it was surprisingly good, and they were surprised. And I've had several people come back and hey, put me down for that after trying it out. So we still have all the issues, at least one of all the issues. So if you want to give it a try too, join us in this fun adventure. And the fun covers of each individual character gets their own full art cover. It's kind of fun. This is Toombs, which is the detective. And then we have Phil Jimenez, did a full art as well. Maybe. There you go. It's weird how my camera is so slow. Operation Sunshine. You don't have a description for this. Oh, it's number 2.
Number 2.
This is by Ben Mara, the cover. But we do have a description for this because this is Outsiders number 1 from DC Comics.
Never the end. A universe of secrets is about to come to light. Batman protects Gotham City from evil. Batman Inc. protects the rest of the known world. But what of the unknown world? What are the ancient evils and hidden tombs and forgotten tragedies from a magic and mad science-fueled superheroic century? Using his fortune, Luke Fox launches a new organization dedicated to shining light into the world's darkest corners. His first recruit, Kate Kane, the Batwoman, who will re-embrace her military background to protect Luke's dream and encounter every bit of strangeness the DCU has to offer. And just wait until you meet the third man, or learn what universe-shattering secret they've discovered buried under Antarctica. Outsiders is the return of comic book archaeology, digging into all forgotten corners of DC history to preserve, record, and better understand the true nature of the DC multiverse and the forgotten stories that make up its fabric.
And this is the one book I actually read this week. You know, I usually try to read like 4. This is the only one I got to read this week. Because I was interested to find out what they were doing. Were they going back to the Batman and the Outsiders with no Batman, or what was going on? And I really enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens. It's not your typical superhero comic book. It's superheroes acting like archaeologists, really. I mean, but you know, there's superhero stuff too. Yeah, it was good. I liked it. I'm excited. The Prism is on issue number 2 from Ablaze Comics. David Messing. Excuse me, I don't know what is going on there. And then we have a Brent McKee homage variant. Any idea what that is an homage to?
As soon as I see it on the screen, I will tell you. No, I won't tell you because I have no idea.
I thought maybe a rock cover was supposed to be the homage.
A rock album?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
but
sure.
I don't know. Let me know if you know. And I'll give you 10% off if you can back up your claim. Project Cryptid. It says, the Loveland Frogman never did anything for me, and Demons in the Pines. Those are the two snapshots on the cover of number 3 of Project Cryptid. Project Reese is on issue number 4. The Red Goblin is on issue number 10. That is also a super sweet cover, by the way.
That is really nice.
Goblin with Venom. Thought about that one, but I decided no. Anyway, Jeff DeCall has done the A cover to our next book, which is another new number 1. This one from AWA, Red Light.
A futuristic erotic thriller begins. Get ready for a red-hot futuristic erotic thriller that sits at the intersection of sex and tech by exciting new writer Sarah Cho and artist Priscilla Petriates. Lacey is an AI sex worker in a futuristic red light district, and Lacey knows exactly what her clients want, better than they know it themselves. Housed in a high-tech brothel under the watchful eye of the mysterious Mr., Lacey has little in her manufactured life besides work. All that changes when she befriends Natalie, an orphan child who comes into her care. Now Lacey and Natalie are on a mission to escape the red light district, only to find themselves flung headlong into the mystery behind Lacey's creation. And here's a bit with the publisher and the creator talking about it.
Red Light follows an AI sex worker, but what makes her really unique is she's the first AI to be programmed with real human empathy. Sex has always been at the onset of every technological boom. You saw it with like the internet. The reason that it proliferated so quickly and grew so much is because of online pornography and how profitable people saw that to be. And so I figured with AI, we would probably see a similar trend where sex would really be the driving force in these new innovations.
Red Light is an erotic thriller set in a dystopic science fiction universe about an AI sex worker named Lacey who seeks to escape the high-tech brothel that is her prison.
AI is programmed by human beings, and so it would make sense that they might have the same tendencies. But I think if we really kind of create an AI that's focused on the best of us and the best qualities of human beings, I think we can create a tool that can really help a lot of humankind in a number of different ways. And I think also writing the story from her perspective, and because graphic novels give us this amazing ability to peek into the main character's thought processes and emotions in a very intimate way, I really wanted to put the audience in her shoes, particularly because the environment that she does find herself in is abusive. And there is a lot of violence surrounding her and a lot of strict regulation and a lot of demeaning behavior, actually, that kind of makes her feel less than.
It's got a great creative team doing a unique story that blends science fiction and erotic thriller in one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. Had to start reading it. That is definitely on my list. Definitely worth checking out. Red Sonja is on issue number 5. We have a really nice Joseph Michael Linsner. And a super sweet 1 in 10 Jenny Frison Modern Icon. Was surprised that wasn't on your list. You like Jenny Frison a lot.
True.
Wesley Dodds, Sandman, issue number 2. Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer's variant cover here with the church window is really nice. I like that. Scrapper. This is a fun story, guys, and it's a North Carolina author, so something to check out. Juan Ferreira did that cover there. Another one of our special orders, Shutter Magazine, number 14. Deadly Santa on the cover there.
Do I need to order you a copy with Santa Claus on it?
I'll be all right. Silver Surfer Rebirth, number 3. Something Epic, number 7. Spawn, number 347. So Spawn is at 347. G.I. Joe is at 301.
Mm-hmm.
So they're a little late to the party, but they're trying. But did you notice on the cover it says the 301st, and the first is real big.
So it looks like a first issue.
So it looks like it's a first issue.
Yeah.
Because it's a jumping on point, but also it's a new publisher, new creative team too, right?
No, new artists.
New artists.
Same writer.
Second cover for Spawn. Speed Force. It's a new number 1 from DC Comics. Wallace West and Avery Ho, the young speedsters, have been Teen Titans, Justice Leaguers, and above all, members of the Flash family. As they become aware of mysterious changes happening to the Speed Force, they race to Keystone City, where they encounter old friends, new threats, and a chance to forge their own paths. Spinning out of the pages of The Flash, the team of Jarrett Williams and Daniel DeNicula bring the next generation of speedsters into the dawn of DC.
I like that cover.
Spine-tingling Spider-Man is on issue number 2. And Chris Allen's 2023 Stormbreaker variant is for this week. This isn't a first, right?
Well, there was a 0 or something.
Superior Spider-Man, issue number 1.
A superior reckoning. Spider-Man faces a new villain from his superior past. As she fries New York with all the power of a living star, Doc Ock makes a life-changing discovery. Mark Bagley and Dan Slott continue their Spider-Man run with this 10th anniversary celebration of everything that made Spider-Man superior, including a Scotty Young cover.
And an Orantia suit from the video game. So we had the apocalyptic suit on Amazing Spider-Man last week, right? And now we have the Orantia suit. Oops. The comics will harm the filming of this video. On Superior Spider-Man. So I'm assuming if you want all the video game suits, you can let us know that, and we will pull all those covers for you, but you need to tell us so that we can make sure we order them for you. Star Wars Dark Droids is on issue number 4. How many issues in the Dark Droids series?
Many more than originally announced.
Okay, that's what I thought. The Scourged video. It's the Scourged video. The Scourged variant. I really like the Scourged variants, but he looks like a human, but that's because any cyborg parts are also infected. Anything mechanical, guys. That's right. If you're even part droid, watch out, Luke Skywalker. So movie poster ring. Dark Droids, Dr. Aphra is on issue number 38, but Dark Droids continues in the Dr. Aphra storyline. Rod Reese did the Life Day variant cover. I think the only Star Wars that does not have Dark Droids in it right now is Mandalorian, because they're only on season 2, and the Dark Droids were apparently not during season 2 of Mandalorian. And then we have a really cool thing this week. The 40th anniversary covers by Chris Sprouse. So all of the, and I didn't want both of them. Oh, that's right. All of the covers that he did, the cover collections that he did, are in this book. So this isn't really a comic book, it's a collection of covers, but it's really super sweet. And then there's the movie cover, poster variant cover, which is super fun. It has an Ewok on it. It has Wicket. Star Wars Visions from Peach Momoko. She also has Stan Sakai has done a variant cover for her. And Giuseppe Camuncoli has done a variant cover for her. These are one-shots, right?
Yes.
This is still going to be one-shots, her visions. Oh,
is.
We have a reading. Peach Momoko brings her unique storytelling to a galaxy far, far away. Centuries after the death of the great dark Sith Lord, a cult has grown worshipping this Sith Lord on the dark side. and Cock believes she is the successor to the legacy of the Sith with her dark side powers. But is she truly in tune with the Force, or is she just exploiting the people in her village? Kakao and Jell are about to come face to face with the truth, even if it kills them.
And of course, there are, the requisite first appearances in there.
Street Fighter Evolution Special. We have Rogers cover, and Jeffrey Chamba Cruz did the 1 in 5.
Thought there was another cover.
Nope, but you didn't get a description of it.
Oh, there were 2 covers. Okay.
Superman Lost, issue number 8. And the variant covers by Steven Segovia and Elmore Santos. And then we come to
Which is a really pretty Supergirl cover.
It is. She's looking funny. Like, I'm trying to figure out which way she's looking. She's looking that way, and this. Her eyes are not straight.
Eyes are maybe a bit off there.
Siphon Volume 2, number 1 from Image Comics.
The Ringo award-winning series returns. After defeating Antonio, Silas struggles to navigate life, love, and the moral ambiguity of his newfound power. His physical and emotional limits are tested as he pushes the boundaries of his abilities. As his powers grow, so do the consequences of his actions, leading him to face a monster of his own making.
So this is Siphon number 1, but it's Volume 2. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin, Volume 2. It's a reprint of the Last Ronin series that was ever so popular that it sold out really quickly. And we've got lots of requests for people coming in to ask us for Last Ronin. And especially since the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are going to continue out of the Last Ronin storyline. If you have not read The Last Ronin, if you are way behind the times, you need to come in and get these reprints and catch up, because it's a really good story. World's Finest is Teen Titans, issue number 5. Doc Shaner variant cover, and Balin Ortega and Alejandro Sanchez did this variant cover. It's number 5 of 6, so there's one more of the World's Finest Teen Titans to come. Immortal Thor, whosoever holds this hammer, if they be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor. Didn't it used to say Odin?
I don't know. No, I think
I thought it did. I thought it said Odin, because Odin gave Thor his hammer. But anyway, I guess because now that Odin's in the hammer, anyway. Mario Casacolis did the Avengers 60th anniversary variant. And Linnell Francis Yu did the Knight's End variant. But if you are not caught up with the Immortal Thor, because that is issue number 4, we do have a second printing of issue number 2.
Which has an interesting new take on
Lady Thor? Lady Loki?
Lady Loki.
The curly horns.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she styled her hair, her horns. Time Before Time, number 29. The Vigil, number 6. And we have a variant cover by Nimit Malava for Vigil, number 6. Then we have Wildcats, number 12. It says, smile. I told you guys we'd mostly live through that. And then we have J.N. Cleto and Rex Locus. And she is in the Birds of Prey, right?
She is also in the Birds of Prey, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Which makes sense if you read the first issue of Birds of Prey. I was kind of confused by the team they put together, but it actually makes a lot of sense if you read it.
So then this is time for a new number 1. Now, Mark pointed out, this is not the first book. This is book 2. The Great Hunt is book 2. Wheel of Time, number 1, was made a long time ago, the comic book. And it's so long ago that I can't find a copy of it anywhere. I've wanted to get them all. So why did we start with number 2?
I don't know.
Why didn't we go back and reprint the Wheel of Time?
Maybe this will tell you.
Anyway, it's Robert Jordan's The Wheel of Time, Book 2, Number 1, The Great Hunt.
In this exciting new comic adaptation of Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time series, the momentous events related in the prologue of the novel The Great Hunt are brought to vivid life. It's only the prologue?
Mm-hmm.
Dive back into Jordan's captivating fantasy world and discover the fascinating events that set the stage for the adventures of Rand and his compatriots as they hunt down the Horn of Valare. In Chapter 1, in the Shadows, the Dark One gathers his sinister followers, the Dark Friends,
That's what they're called, Dark Friends.
And charges them to find the new dragon that has been born into the world at any cost. For unless he can separate the dragon from the light, all of the Dark One's meticulously crafted plans are threatened.
We have a blank variant cover, so you can get your favorite artist to draw your version of Rand, or draw you as a Dark Friend. It might be fun. The 1 in 10 is the Mel Ruby full art. The 1 in 10 is the Jordan Gunderson full art. And the 1 in 10 is the full art photo variant. That's right. All three of them are 1 in 10s, which is really sweet. Folks, we're on the home stretch because we are now in the X-Men. That's right. We're starting off with Alpha Flight number 4. Ron Lim, homage variant here. Any idea what that's homaging? Come on, Derek. Come on. You can do it. Nope.
Nope.
Okay. I don't know. Astonishing Iceman is on issue number 4. Children of the Vault is on issue number 4. Wait for it. Dark X-Men is on issue number 4. We have a variant cover by Nicola Bardi. And oh my gosh, you're not going to believe this, but the final book of the day is Jean Grey, issue number
4.
That's right.
A lot of 4 for the X-Folks today.
All right, let's do some manga. I'm hungry. I want to go home and eat. 365 days to the wedding. Happy wedding. Staying married to stay out of Siberia. The JTC travel agency is looking for someone to manage its brand new branch in Irkutsk. But for employees Uhara Takuya and Honchorika, they'd rather just stay home in Tokyo. Thankfully, they discovered a way out. Their manager has narrowed down the recruits to bachelors. So what if they just got married? The problem is they barely know each other at all. Can they convince their office they're engaged just long enough for the transfer to finish up? Card Capture Sakura. What number does that say? I can't read.
Number 14.
14. Shaman King Flowers, number 5. I really hate that you can't. I'm just going to hold them over here because you can't see them over there. Blue Lock. That's the store exclusive Blue Lock number 1. You had to be a brick and mortar to be able to order the foil cover of the Blue Lock. Cat on his hero's lap, a perfect adventure. Our brave hero Red has embarked alongside his companions on a journey to defeat the great demon king, or at least that was the plan. But then a cat sat on Red's lap and fell asleep. There's no way he can fight monsters like this. As it turns out, Red's greatest enemy is right on top of him. Okay. The Dangerous Convenience Store. Sparks fly, and this full-color Boys Love his hit webtoon about a down-on-his-luck cashier and a handsome, stoic gangster. We have the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game, The Cataclysm of Kang. We have an alien search and find. Find the xenomorph.
Hardcover at that.
We have Miss Better Living Through Crime. Set during the Roaring 20s in New York City, Miss tells of 2 unlikely partners in crime. Nola, a poor white girl who has learned to survive by hook or by crook since being expelled from an orphanage, and Slim, a black pimp with an uncertain past, always racing to keep one foot out of the grave. We have Milo Manara's Gulliver. Loosely inspired adventures of Jonathan Swift's Gulliver's Travels, sensually revisited by the undisputed master of erotic comics.
If you're not familiar with Manara, he is a phenomenal artist of the naughty, naughty stuff. Highly recommend.
Sailor Moon, we have volume 1, 2, and 3. Sheep Princess in Wolf's Clothing. Clothing. A love story between a flustered wolf woman butler and a stubborn sheep princess. Wait, I got to read that over again. Are you ready for this? A love story between a flustered wolf woman butler and a stubborn sheep princess. Aki Rikujo, a wolfa, works as a butler at the royal castle in the land of Shipa. Her quiet and peaceful days get shaken up when she saves the life of Princess Momo Shirurafuris. The shy sheep princess immediately launches into Aki, who, before she knows it, becomes the princess's private tutor. Momo wants more than just math lessons from Aki and even sneaks into the wolf woman's bedroom to seduce her. Aki soon realizes that under the timid, woolly exterior, Momo is a wild animal.
Alrighty then.
And finally, last but not least, it's Twisted Wonderland. Stranded in the world of Twisted Wonderland, you must brave a magical school filled with ghosts, monsters, and uncooperative students. You is formally enrolled in Night Raven College. He's even a prefect of Ramshackle Dorm. But that doesn't mean things are getting any easier for him. When his classmate Ace shows up on his doorstep after getting in trouble, you faces the biggest challenge yet.
Oh, and it's got some.
It's got gold foiling.
Very, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that does it, right? You guys say anything about what's behind us?
Oh my gosh, 3D. See, I got so excited. Okay, Ranger Slayer previews exclusive pop. Also, Beta Ray Bill previews exclusive pop. And from Demon Slayer, we have Yahaba. Also, be sure, if you are a pop collector, to come in and check out. We got a whole bunch of pops in our system this over the weekend while I was at the Mighty Con in Zebulon. One Day Con was really good. Hope you guys will come out next year. We also have Rodan 1993 from Gallery. It's a gallery diorama from the Godzilla. And last but not least, I want to share with you a special collection that we've got. I'm not going to go through this. Obviously, there's a lot of books here. A lot of Batman. Joker, Batman. Oh, gosh. Whole collection of the Batman Arkham. All the different characters. Two-Face, Clayface, Hugo Strange, Joker's daughter, Killer Croc, Man-Bat, goes on. So what happened is we have a customer who's she's a widow. She's now a widow of 3 young children. And so we are doing our best to help her out. So if you want to buy from the collection specifically to help her out, let us know. So a whole bunch of new graphic novels to help out our customer.
All right, so that's it. Come in tomorrow, see Joetta, see Mike, buy lots of books, a whole lot of number ones, and we'll talk to y'all later.